Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to schedule a quiz to close in the future. In other words, how you can set an end date and time for a quiz. Now this is something you're going to actually do in Google Forms so that when you upload your form to Google Classroom, it's automatically going to be scheduled to close at a time that you chose. So the first thing I did was I went into drive.google.com, my drive, and went to a class where I had some quizzes and found a quiz that I wanted, Chapter 1, Foundations of Government Vocab. And now that I'm in this quiz, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the add-ons section, okay, which looks like the puzzle piece. And when I click on it, I'm going to see several things. Something called Choice Eliminator 2, which would be helpful in a lot of ways. And what it does is basically after a kid chooses, if they choose incorrectly, they can no longer see the choice that they chose that was wrong and would have to choose another choice. But for our purposes here, what I'm looking for is the form limiter. And when I go to form limiter and click on it, it's going to ask me if I want to set a limit. And I click yes, I do want to set a limit. And then what it's going to bring up is a dialog box where it asks me what I want to set as the limit. A date and time, the total number of responses, like if I have 10 kids and I want to make sure that each kid only gets to respond once, I can mark it that way as 10 total responses. I can also change it or mark it as in the spreadsheet that responses go into when it reaches a certain cell. That means no more responses are accepted. But for my purposes here, I'm going to choose a date and time. And then it's going to ask, when do I want to stop accepting form responses? And I'm going to choose, Wednesday the 28th at 3 o'clock p.m. Okay, and I'm going to click 3 o'clock p.m. And then it's what message do you want to send to anybody who tries to submit after that time? And you can even set it up so that when this form closes, the students, so to speak, or anybody, you as the owner will receive notification that it is now closed, and then you could forward that information on to your students. And then if you were to click save and enable, that would go live. Now, I'm not going to do this because this is an actual quiz that the Contemporary America students may be using this year. So I'm going to just go ahead and hit the X. But that is how you set a form up for closing at a future time. And once again, it was in add-ons and is called Form Limiter. Okay, and if you don't have that in your add-ons, you simply need to go to the Google Play Store and find it. Form Limiter is what it's called. Thanks for watching.